Hi guys, Carly Voinski from carlyvoinski.com, and I got a lot of comments about my last video where it was a full day of eating keto, and one of the things that I said was that the mixed greens that I had with my egg salad were grown in my garden. So I want to show you guys what my garden looks like. I don't have a big backyard, so this is how you can utilize a small space to still maximize, have a garden, grow some fresh fruits and vegetables. They are all keto friendly because most vegetables and fruits are, obviously bearing some of them. But I want to show you guys what I'm able to do, what I'm getting, and how it's going so far, because it's probably one of the best years that I've done it, and I'm super excited about it. So let's go check out my backyard. So the first thing I can show you is that I have 2 strawberry pots on my deck. We have a smaller deck, so we're just using up all that space where the sun is. And they are organic strawberries, which are great for keto in moderation. You'll see that we have them all growing, and I'm super excited about it. So behind me is the garden. You'll see the space we have up against the wall is just where we get the best sun. And then even back there is a blueberry bush that we just planted. So I'll show you that. We're gonna go through the vegetables that I have chosen and see how they're doing. This is the blueberry bush that we just planted this year. It's growing, it's getting bigger, but it hasn't had any fruit bearing yet. So hopefully we'll see some this season, if not for next year. But we did kind of create this little space in the corner, and next year the thought is to put either more blueberries or some blackberries there. We have a dog, so as you can see, we kind of raised it a little bit. We did use chicken wire to go along down the edge. We've actually had this same chicken wire now for like 4 or 5 years. It's actually done pretty well for us. And I have tomato cages for everything. So instead of growing out, they're growing up. So one herb that I love, and I don't plant a lot of herbs, but I do plant basil. You can see something's kind of attacking it this year a little bit, but I love basil. We use it in almost everything. Now here is the infamous lettuce and mixed greens that you guys were talking about. From over here, we've already cut it down and ate some, so now that's growing back, and we'll get a second batch from that as it grows. And over here, it's so beautiful. You just have to make sure you really clean it. And this is where I actually cut from when I had my lunch the other day. Those mixed greens right there. So behind me are the cucumbers. I tried my first year in this garden in this smaller space to do yellow squash, and that, just like cucumber, is a very viney plant, and it kind of took over the whole garden, which I know most people probably know, but it was a kind of a new thing to me how big they would grow. So this year when we did cucumbers, because we use a lot of cucumbers, we use cucumbers to dip in salsa, spinach artichoke dip, put in salads. My daughter loves cucumbers and cream cheese, all those things. We wanted to grow some ourselves, and you'll see it is starting to bear some fruit over here. There's some yellow flowers growing, but we are using tomato cages, and I'm just kind of helping the vines grow up instead of growing out. And so far it's working out really well. And using tomato cages, again, I use them for everything. We have a yellow bell pepper, red bell pepper. I have jalapenos that are already bearing fruit there. Love jalapenos. Add that little bit of spice to some of our keto and low carb cooking. Over here we have hot banana peppers, which are just absolutely amazing. You can use them with the sausage, use them when you're making your scrambled eggs, your breakfast, all of those things. And you can already see some of it growing in there. What is a New Jersey garden without tomatoes, right? As you can see them over there. Now, in a keto diet, the way that I do it, I don't eat a ton of tomatoes because there is sugar in them. However, I do eat them in moderation. So that's why we planted cherry tomatoes and not big full tomatoes, because I can use the cherry tomatoes now in some of my cooking. I use them when I do sausage and peppers. Instead of marinara sauce, I use cherry tomatoes to pop in there. I also use them in salads and all sorts of things like that. So we're growing the cherry tomatoes, and so far so good. Super excited about it. So as you see, it may not be the biggest, the most beautiful, or even bear the most fruit this summer, but it fits in my yard, it fits our family. We were able to plant the things that we love, they fit our way of eating, and it's fun to see something that you plant so small grow to be something so big and be able to produce something that is healthy and good for you. And I hope that you guys find like a little piece of land where you can plant something. Maybe all you have is a porch or a deck. Get one of those tomato hanging baskets, grow some strawberries. What can you do? How can you get creative? What do you guys grow where you live? New Jersey, these are all great options for me. I know different areas of the country, you guys are growing different things. So I'd love to get your tips, your gardening tips. What do you think of the tomato cages for the cucumbers? What do you guys use? Pop it down in the comments. If you like this video, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified of all new content, and be sure to visit me on carlyvoinski.com.